Is it the same? Okay. Because that's the only thing I was confused about. And that's the thing that kind of upsets me because I'm just, all I'm doing is I'm just putting everything from my point of view, right? Because if I had a child and if something terrible like this happened to my child, and I'm scrolling and I'm seeing somebody's comparing the same man that unalived him to somebody who's messy on an app, messy and highly disrespectful on an app. Two different right. I wasn't talking about the creator that did it. What I did say was, I'm in her lives quite often. And I just didn't understand this at all. Shit like this takes away from the fact that this man unalived a child that's not here. There's a child that can't speak for themselves. There's a child that can't tell you what happened. So that's the main thing I'm a little concerned about and I'm confused about. And nobody can seem to explain to me why is it that we can just let it go and settle for something like this? How is this entertainment? How is a child unaliver, a child abuser, how are they a pookie? Wouldn't they just be what they are, a child abuser? Comparing it to a man that's messy on the app. Now, I don't feel like doing this was an oversight. I feel like doing this was intentional to draw views and to draw attention because that's the purpose of having a green screen. The purpose of having a green screen is to attract people to come to the live, to discuss what the topics are. So I'm very, very, very confused how we can equate somebody who was messy on an app discussing somebody's trauma versus to a man that brutalized their own son and other children multiple times and admitted to it and did a few years in jail. But since he did his few years in jail, we're just supposed to completely ignore what he did. Hell the fuck no, we're not. I had somebody up on the live yesterday that literally, they spoke on their experience as being in an abusive situation. And typically that is, I feel like certain things you can't rehabilitate from. I agree with them. Once that's in you, that's always in you. And yes, I'm not saying that this is the only man on this app. There's a lot more that just got lucky. But this is disrespectful. This takes away from the fact that a child lost their life to attract views. This literally was to attract views. I don't feel like this, again, I don't feel like this was an oversight. I don't feel like that person is dumb. I feel like they do want to attract views and people to their live, to the discussion. But why is he getting compared to him? I'm very confused, y'all. Very fucking confused. No matter how you look at it, you could be mad that I brought this up. But if it was anybody else, I would have brought it up too. It doesn't matter. It's not because it's just you. It's not like I have a vendetta against Tea Time. I like Tea Time. I don't have a problem with her. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? And the next best thing was to come and attack me, call me a man, call me white tea. Because I guess there's no way I could be a black person. I don't know. What's the next thing that you can't see what I look like? Why do you need to see what I look like to talk? These people are completely different. These are two completely different stories. But it's okay. It's all right. Whatever happened yesterday just proved the point of the performative shit that happens here. Because anybody with a brain would have been like, damn, you have a problem with me, come to me and talk to me. It's not like nobody's ever come to me and talked to me before. People have inboxed me from bigger creators, smaller creators. They might say, hey, whatever you posted, do you mind taking that? People have asked me this, and I respect their wishes. I'm very respectful. I'm willing to have a conversation. I'm willing to talk. I don't like to insult people, especially not my people. What's up, Madam Hill? I don't want to insult nobody back and forth. But again, what is this? Medieval times or some shit where I gotta go to your castle and talk to you in front of your court? Can we be serious about something? Can we be serious? Because while talking about this, regardless if this man, I guess he's done his time, so I guess what he did doesn't matter, even though that doesn't ring true where I come from. So to have a live and to profit off of this, isn't this exploitation of somebody's unaliving? Isn't that what it's on the same level of? I'm confused. Isn't it the same? Isn't the same as exploiting somebody's unaliving? A child that couldn't defend themselves. But I guess that doesn't matter because I said your name. What? Should I have shown this yesterday, instead of talking about it? Because I can't understand a Pookie being somebody unaliving a child. I didn't think that was the definition of a Pookie. And like I said before, y'all, it's definitely impact over intent. And this is 100% though, in my opinion, 100% intentional. I don't think that they expected any type of response like this. But I know I wasn't the only person that said something because I saw comments like, what the fuck? Like, it's two different people. I'm not taking... Listen, Mike is a douchebag. What's up, Rob? Mike is a straight douchebag. Straight up. But this man on the right, this man is a monster. This man unalived a kid. Yo. Make it make sense to me, guys. Hold on, okay, let me see what they're saying. Make it make sense to me. Understanding Pookies. It would have been. I think I wouldn't have had. I really think like maybe if I didn't see that at the top at the as the banner, I probably wouldn't have said anything at all. But still, to me, it's just cringy as fuck. It's real cringy. Let me change this. I don't know what that. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, but today I'm trying to, right now at least, I'm really trying to figure out what the hell is going on with my phone still. Of course, you flagged my live for bullying and harassment. UNITY. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. If you guys would like to protect the live, listen. If I get flagged, I have like 500 other pages. About to have a page that like nobody's seen, but I'm probably gonna have to just unleash it, I guess, because I woke up today, and after yesterday, I noticed that I had some reports on some of my videos. So I guess I'm being hung in the corner. I guess I'm being put out for the townspeople for them to decide my fate. I guess that's what's taking place.
To the tower you
To the tower I go. I mean, like, for real, like, I just think it's weird because, like, we all have friends. We all have, like, associates that don't agree. Like, do you guys have people in your life that just agree to everything you say? The one main thing that I have just a slight issue with is just the fact that, again, that little 5 minute, whatever that was yesterday, 10 minute, it took away from this, and it took away from what I was talking about originally. It really did. And that's okay. Listen, if that's the goal, that's the goal. I don't go anywhere I'm summoned to. My box is open. If you need to come up and say something, you can come to me and say something. My DMs are open too, so it's not like you have to follow me back to message me. You can say something if you want to me. The fact that people are against you is tough. Rob, I appreciate you. And you know, Rob, I appreciate how yesterday you were like, yo, we don't agree. Because I know we don't agree on everything. But one thing is true, two things for certain. You see, I don't expect a whole bunch of people to rally behind me like, yeah. I don't really expect much. This is just what I choose to do with my time. I'm not into the whole back and forth. I don't like to argue. I do get heated and passionate about things I deem important 100%. But I really don't engage in like back and forth. I'll talk some shit because there is somebody else I gotta post eventually who came in here the other day trying to misgender people. One time is fine, twice is fine, accidents are okay, but intentionally misgendering somebody is out of line. Out of line. This is important to talk about, just like y'all sat up here and felt like it was important to bring up everything about an SA victim as to why they were not credible, even after the man admitted to it in a text that y'all showed us, right? But besides from that, you cannot tell us what we can and can't talk about when literally people spend months on this app on the same fucking nonsense beef that doesn't even leave the app. I'm talking about something that didn't happen on here. I'm not talking about some shit that somebody said on TikTok. I'm talking about a grown-ass man who took his 2-month-old child, did some questionable things to the 2-month-old child that took their life. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what this person said, this person's DM. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not exposing nothing like that. I'm not dragging nobody. I'm not insulting nobody. I'm not talking shit to nobody. I'm literally bringing awareness to a child that doesn't have a voice. I'm happy it was brought to our attention. But it's crazy because I think if it was just Trick who went live. If it was just Trick who went live, sorry, babe. If it was just Trick who went live and said it that one time, right? It probably would have never gotten spoken about again. Oh shit, why so hot? Oh.
That's why I had to take it out of the case.
You can put it in the freezer for a second if you need to.
It's fine, as long as it's out the case and like sitting on this cool.
Y'all are not gonna tell me what I can and can't talk about. Y'all can try to deport my live, deport my page, deport everything. That's fine. That's cool. That's usually what comes with the whole mob mentality when you swear to God that nobody listens to you, but you have a following. That's what happens when you have people that follow you and you enrage them and they feel like they have to stand up for this person. They have to take your back. Just saying. This is something of substance for once. This is something that means something for once. To the only people that should feel really uncomfortable, besides it being triggering, right? The only people that should not want this spoken about are other abusers. Because then they realize, damn, it's only a matter of time. Those are literally the only people that shouldn't want this spoken about, are abusers. So again, I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting the live. Just to give you guys a little background of what this is about. This man in the background is a mod of somebody on TikTok by the name of Mrs. Nitra. Mrs. Nitra went on a tirade for days speaking about an SA victim, telling her story, discrediting anything she could about this person, showing children on the platform, showing a random ass black man on the platform as well. She did a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of research into somebody she doesn't know. Meanwhile, somebody that she sits right next to, who mods for her, who's met her in person, is somebody who, trigger warning, somebody who unalived their child when they were 2 years old. Somebody unalived their child when they were 2 years old. This is something that I've been trying to speak on. This is something that for some reason a lot of people do not want discussed. Want us to leave this alone. Want us to just drop it. Just block and move on. No. No. This is tiring and this is heavy, right? This is real dark. But you know what's even darker? What's even darker is the fact that there's some people that would hear this and find it unnecessary to say anything about, to speak up on. Just prefer to leave it as is. Meanwhile, you guys get up on here and talk about victims nonstop. And excuse all types of other behavior. I don't need to have tons of support to know that somebody hears this story and it's affecting them and it's working. It's been working. Feel how you want to feel, but that just shows me more about you than it does me. You don't have to listen. You can take your own advice. You can block and move on. Right. I've been seeing content. Hey, Lynette, what's up? What's up, Lynette? Am I saying your name right? Lente? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Yeah, this isn't the first time that I've noticed contradictions. I've noticed it before. Just, to me, it like personally, okay, so I had an issue that I brought to the app a while ago. Probably wasn't the best move, and I admitted that. You know, it was to somebody that is in a camp, somebody that's in two different camps. Instead of us just handling whatever it was, like two grown ass people, they decided to bring other people into our issue as friends. One thing I'm gonna say with y'all is this: if you're an adult and you pay your own bills, if you have a problem with somebody, stand up for yourself. Okay, don't run to somebody else to handle your shit, because that's just weird. It's childish. So now, instead of it being between two people, it's between now 4, 5, 6 people, whatever. They got upset because I spoke about their shit online. Okay, be upset. They got upset. And they tried to show some type of receipts of me talking shit about somebody. They showed the receipts. Dude got on live, got upset, and threatened to get me beat up. I don't know this man. She didn't disagree with a word I was saying. but somehow felt that the evidence was damning. Mind you, this was not a black person, which made it even more suspicious. This is a white tea person trying to put two black people against each other. Were they ever held accountable for any of that? Absolutely the fuck not. But after I was threatened to get beaten up over a private conversation that me and my friend were having at the time, shit that me and my friend both agreed on, I was threatened to be beaten up, called bitches and all types of shit. Went up there and I stood on what I said, because I meant what I said. Because as a victim, how could you be comfortable being in the live with an abuser? So that situation turned into, I got sat down and spoken to, and I got told to leave shit alone. Leave shit alone, walk away. The other person did nothing. I was asked to explain. Can you explain? Somebody else came in. Another auntie came in and joined the conversation. Can you explain the friendship of what happened between y'all? Why you have such an issue? But try to explain. I got dropped while I was speaking. It's called Chasing Stupid. What was I called? Me and my girls called Two Dweebs. I was two dweebs. All types of shit. Chasing brain cells. So I understand like the whole like, okay, you get mad and then a whole bunch of people just don't like you because it's the leader doesn't like you. Okay. I'm okay with that, but like when I went to school, like I took a lot of classes, like before I left high school. It's really funny because I went to Catholic high school, right? I went to a Catholic all-girls school. Explains so much, but I went to a Catholic all-girls school, and the last year, my senior year before college, literally we took so many classes on cults because they didn't want us to get out there and join a cult, because I don't know what it was, I don't know it, but literally it's like one cult trying to get you not to join another cult. So it was just so weird. But I in my life, I know what a cult is when I see it. I know what cult. I think there's a lot of people that are in cults and don't, they don't think like everybody else, so they kind of stand out a little bit, right? They stand to the side. But then there's really the cult people who just like get on. So everybody's like, yeah, chasing brain cells. People that frequent my page still, people that didn't block me, didn't unfollow me, still. They come up in my life. I remember who said what they said. And listen, I'm not, and that's my thing, right? I feel like this. I used to feel like before I was very careful. Like even when I came back, I took a couple months off and I came back and I said, I'm gonna be very careful. I don't want to piss nobody off. I don't even want to get into it. But then I just said, why not? People compare me to Blaze. You know that somebody said that?
What?
Somebody compared me to Blaze.
How?
I don't even fucking know how I can even compare to Blaze. What? Because I don't just agree, say yes, yes, yes? No, I don't. Ordinary people, like everyday people, don't do that. Yeah, like that ass compared me to Blaze. And then the other day when I had Cap over here, they tried to come up in my box like, the fuck you think this is? Some people just like have nothing to do with the conversation, don't even make content pertaining to the conversation, but just want to center yourself in the conversation. No. The fuck? So I had all these people like on my ass. Literally, if you look for the video still, you'll still find it. If I gave you the creator's name and you look for that video, you'll still find it. When they went off, made a video, see the comments, everything. When this bitch was agreeing with me too. I'll always have smoke for certain people. Just because you see somebody come over here does not mean I'm cool with them either. Just because you see me go into somebody's live does not mean I'm cool with them either. I be in Blaze's lives. I be in everybody's lives. It's a live. It's a broadcast. It's a public app. A lot of us are everywhere all at the same time. A lot of us go where maybe we shouldn't go because we're fucking nosy. Fuck. But this lady behind me, she talks about so much different shit. She talked about fucking vloggers. Apparently we take shit and contort it to make it seem like something done. All this extra shit. It's not true. When I think about like coming on here and like speaking, like the only time I'd want to be compensated is if like people really feel like they want to. Like I don't know if anybody's like ever like went into a live and you just said, yo, this is really entertaining. Because sometimes there's some lives, like there's this one live that my girl showed me where there's this like Muppet that's dancing on a stripper pole. Have y'all seen have y'all seen that? Where, do you know, what's the name of it?
Hold on.
She's gonna tell me the name of the account. So there's a Muppet that dances on a stripper pole. That shit is hysterical. I would pay to watch. That is entertainment, right? Top tier entertainment. Even like educational shit, right? It could be funny shit.
Woody and Elmo were there throwing dollars.
Woody and Elmo throwing dollars, pouring liquor. It was crazy. And so you have people like Terry Joe. So you do have like actual entertainment where shit is funny. You got shit where it's actually educating and it's not just misinformation and just fucking arguing, because let's be real, debate talk is not debate talk. Debate talk is argue talk. Let's be real. I'm just saying. Badminton games. Who the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the only time. Like, so I do feel like, yeah, like I want to put some effort into doing this. I do feel like I don't want to have it just focus on these people. I'm not trying to focus on arguing with people. I'm really not. I'm trying to focus on other shit that makes sense and like means something. Cause it's fun. It is fun to take a break. Like, not that I'm saying I'm never gonna watch it and like, you know what I'm saying, Rob? Like, it's not like I'm saying I'm never gonna watch it. I'm never gonna, cackle again. I'm not saying none of that, but I'm saying like 7 days a week, getting up first thing in the morning, I open up TikTok, I see Diamond's show. First thing, her show be popping, but her show is straight ass and trash. It's literally arguing for hours, arguing for 5-6 hours. People over talking each other, people sending cash apps to talk shit about each other. That's very low vibrational, and she don't even be listening because it's a lot. It's a lot to wake up to. So I want to have something different. I want to have something that's like, you can come and you can speak, and I want it to be something that is entertaining. I don't want it to be like a bore, and I don't want it to be something that triggers people constantly. I don't want to, but sometimes it's gonna happen. It will happen. Certain things do need to be spoken on, even if they're dark, they're heavy. Yes, we need to still speak on it. We need to still bring light to certain things. But what doesn't make any type of sense is being mad about somebody, wanting to bring attention to somebody, wanting to talk about something. I'm in training right now. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm trying to multitask. Yeah, so like I was saying, it just saddens me because it seems like it's more people that are against me talking and being mad. Yeah, literally told on a live, like just block and move on. Wouldn't even waste my breath. No, that's not how you get change. That's not how you see change. That's not how change happens. this isn't gonna change the world or anything. This isn't gonna change masses, but it sure will change this little tiny little section of Black TikTok, because there's so many other Black creators that this is just a small portion. So this small portion of Black TikTok, maybe, just maybe, the abusers won't feel as comfortable to show their ass. Maybe, just maybe. I don't know. I think it is kind of making a difference, being that there is no... how's the Million Man March? How's the Million Man March in Sweat? How is that going so far?
All right, hold on, pause. It's so the handle is Real Gary the Frog,
Real Gary the Frog?
Frogiana, and Gary.
Frogiana and Gary.
And so if you want to flip your screen and just give them a little tidbit, I got a good one. It's a live that they did with Kermit, because...
Let me see. Let's see. You want to show a little tidbit? A little tidbit or whatever. Alright, let me see. Catch me. Alright, let's see this.
Right on time. Oh, thank you, sweet rose angel, for the heart. This is for you, Kermit. Oh, okay. There we go. Kim, you walked in right on time.
This is entertainment.
Oh, thank you, sweet rose angel.
I swear to God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? It's like
You just have to go watch.
It's 10 p.m. No, can you just imagine just randomly just stumbling on that on your FYP? That shit is hilarious. Like, this shit is hysterical. But yeah, I really do want to. I want to keep the focus on like other shit, like, but more important shit. I don't want to turn this into trash. I don't want to be the trash that I see. I want to be different. I really do. I don't think it's not in me, because even sometimes, like, even with like the whole, because like when I first started with screen recording, right, it was mainly focused on the whole police thing with I Speak and Blaze and all that, right? Okay, mainly. Even I had to take breaks, because it's like eventually it just gets so dark for hours just listening to just like somebody like spitting at their phone and just emotional, just cursing, and just that, it's really dark. It is really heavy. Like, so like people are like, yeah, I'm so happy you got this and how happy you got that, but it just used to like be so much like where I did have to stop at certain times, and I wasn't catching everything. And then I noticed more and more screen recorders started popping up out of nowhere. Then you have the llamas that came, and I'm just like, all right, well, okay, so I don't, stop feeling like I have to catch everything. To me, it was a good place to start, but I just didn't want to stay there. And I feel like I low-key did stay on that side with the whole drama and all that. I stayed there for a little too long, which is why I got upset and took something that should have been handled off the app with a friend and made something more out of it online for no reason. Not excusing anything that bitch did, because that bitch still ain't talk about it or explain nothing. I'm the only person I ever had to explain or talk about it, but nevertheless. And I can't remember the main reason it started is because I went live with Blaze, because Blaze started saying Chasingpillows. First he used to say Chasingpillows is capo. That's capo. That's where I came up with that evil twin name, right? Because I'm like, well, we both the same, right? I'm Capo, Chasingpillow, whatever. I played right into it. Then they started saying I was a white tea man. And for some reason, that pissed me off so much that I felt the need to show myself to them. I never went live before. I never spoke. I don't even think I spoke. I think maybe I spoke on one or two lives. I never went live before, but I just felt the need to say something. I went up there and I let them know what it was. And I spoke. Y'all know why I got into it with that person? Would y'all like to know why I got into it with the Dairy Queen? I really got into it with the Dairy Queen because they were upset with me letting people talk over me. And I didn't need to speak there. That's really what it was. Something so stupid. It wasn't anything important. So that was stupid of me. Yes, that was silly of me to bring to the app. I can admit that. But at the same time, you don't fucking start some shit and then don't say anything. You agree with me. This bitch agreed with everything I said. The same text messages she tried to cut and paste and show. Like, oh yeah, this is what Chasingpillows said. Literally, she agreed with everything I fucking said. Repeatedly. It's the same. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of these people don't agree with these motherfuckers, but they just don't want to say nothing because they're afraid of being banished from the community and banished and exiled. That's really what it is. It's not that they agree. It's not that literally these people just write about everything. It's because they don't want to disagree. They don't want to disagree with their fave because they can't be in the live anymore. They won't be mentioned, and nobody will mention them in the comments. Nobody's going to talk to them. It's so hurtful. I never gave a shit about that. I was everywhere. Everywhere to the point where I still get messages where people will ask me, like, are you following? Do you know who this person is that you follow? Yo, what's up, Michelle? I still get messages. Still, it's 2024. It's 3 years almost, right? Do you know who this person is that you follow? No, I follow 300 and something people. I don't know at least 95% of who I follow. I don't even know y'all in the I know of y'all. I speak with y'all, but I don't know y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know me, you know? Yo, Rob, I say the same thing. I could be all by myself. This is what it is. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo. I don't get it. I have people to talk to. I have a mate. I don't know. I'm okay, I think. And the thing is too, what's funny about it is, people can reinvent themselves. All these other pages that are being popular, a lot of pages that are taking off, they'll reinvent themselves. They'll change a name. Like, look at Messy TikTok. Messy TikTok is a poppin' ass screen recorder. One of the poppin' ass screen recorders. I don't want to take away from nobody else, but they had a poppin' ass page. They had a poppin' ass YouTube page. Got taken down. Now somebody else using their name. What the fuck? It's the internet. Shit not right on here. Shit's not fair. But one thing I will say is this. What I don't appreciate is feeling like only certain people, certain creators are allowed to talk about whatever they want, and everybody else just has to fall in line. Either listen or talk about something else that doesn't relate at all, or be told that you're just wasting your time. People have been beefing for years on this app. And nobody's telling me that you're wasting your time. Beefing for years. Some people it has affected off of the app. Some people it has not. if you really think about it. But they still on here beefing for years. Nobody's telling me to stop. I could probably do ASMR radio if I really wanted to. What if I just whisper and talk shit in ASMR? Would y'all listen to that? I'm so sorry, I just stopped talking. I'm still trying to multitask at the same time. And then somebody stole my name. That's what I said, Messy Tech. That's just dirty and grimy as hell. When I first started, like, I think I saw one account with my name. Like, I was on a live and I saw one account with my name. Like, they were trying to start shit someplace else. And I was like, yo, that shit is up. But that shit never went anywhere. So I didn't, really feel no way about it. But I could only imagine that shit would piss me off. Because you have a whole, like, name you're trying to keep. So I get it. Oh, we're on break? Okay, good. Thank God. I can stretch. Oh, boy. I started a new YouTube channel that says original. And I'm happy you did because I had to... At first, I was like, yo, there's no way that they took your shit. But when you said it, I was like, damn. Shit. Yeah, this is the soundboard. It is real cheap like. So this is why my shit's not working really good. Oh, it's real cheap like. Lord, I messed up with that. Yeah, that's mainly what it is right now. Be creative and create your own. I say the same thing. Yo, and I like the fact that you mentioned that because that makes me feel like talking about this other knucklehead. Y'all know TV Head, right? TV Head literally got on here and tried to gaslight me the other day. Trying to tell me that he didn't copy off the llamas. And you damn sure the fuck did. You're a whole black man and he's a creative too. That's the weird part, is that he's not even like, you can tell he has a little talent, but it's just, instead of you being creative and doing your own thing, you bite off of llamas. Call them the dead llamas. That shit is weird. Like, it's fucking, yeah, I'm not the llamas, I'm the dead llamas. Okay. All right. Whatever. What else? He wanted to take away the llama. Yeah, he wanted, his whole plan was, because from what I gathered, right, I did a little digging with him when he first came out, because he swears he's been around so long, but he hasn't been around that long. When he came to the scene, his initial thing was Genty is the babysitter, blah, 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 making t-shirts. That was his first thing, teaming up with Scala. That was him, right? Then it turned into, oh, well, yeah, I see the llamas. Oh, Kathy, you took an idea. I'm going to take the llamas from you. So he calls them dead llamas out of spite. I was a part of his Discord for a little bit. Ain't shit really interesting in that fucking Discord. I had to leave the other day because I forgot I was a part of it. The man he's unhinged. So what I was saying is when he first got popular on, well, I guess on YouTube or whatever, he was like a wave person. Like, he's like Mr. Wave or something was his name. Like, he's about waves in his head. He used to be one of those dudes, like, what's that dude with the waves? Y'all know that black guy with the waves now I'm talking about that, gets on here and he used to cut his hair. I don't think he has waves anymore. Anyways, but he used to be pretty much about his waves for a while. That was his content. And then now it's turning into just whatever the hell he want to talk about. And that's fine. it's just weird as hell that he's so anti, but then conformed and made his own group off of a copied name. But he's so anti everything. Like, so weird to me. So weird. But anyways, I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I'll be right back. Just grab your water, grab a snack, grab whatever. Scroll out the live if you need to be nosy, roam the streets. I'll be right back.